I love a good multiple shift, and one of the best ones, in my opinion, at least one of my favorites, is known as the Elias multiple shift, of course by Neil Elias. This was first put in print in 1961 in a little booklet by Ed Marlowe called The Multiple Shift. It was later republished in the giant and somewhat overwhelming book called Revolutionary Card Technique. Let's get into it. Alright, so for this shift, it's actually pretty easy to do, guys. If you can do sort of a swivel cut like this and a side jog like this, then you can pretty much do this shift. It's pretty simple. Alright, so what you want to do is get the aces out, or whatever four of a kind you want to control, and you want to insert them close to the bottom of the deck. Alright, so take the first one and put it face down, about 3 or 4 cards above the bottom of the deck like this, outjogged for about half its length, okay? So maybe a little bit less, maybe a third. Alright, so the second one goes about, 5 or 6 cards above that one, and the rest as well, just like this. So all the aces are together, separated by 5 or 6 cards towards the bottom of the deck, like this. Now what you're going to do is simply do the diagonal insertion, okay? So what that is, instead of pushing the aces just flush like this all the way in, what you're going to do is contact the corner of the cards just like this, close to your thumb, and push them in from that diagonal like this so they go in diagonally like this, so that corner sticks out through the side. Of course, you want to hide that, so a good way to do that is to approach the deck in a middle grip like this, and so your index finger is sort of curled on top of the deck like this, and it's just using these 3 fingers to push them in, mainly your middle finger, okay? So what you want to do is quickly and swiftly just push them in like this, as if they're going square, but really, they're like that. And a good touch on this, and a good little tip for you, is by Jerry Andrus, which looks like this. I'll demonstrate this with one card, okay? So what you want to do for this diagonal insertion by Jerry Andrus is to take your middle finger here and sort of wrap it around the side of the deck like this, so that one joint, that one knuckle, is pretty much like a hinge around the top of the deck like this, and it's sort of squeezing down with a good amount of pressure, okay? So no matter how much you try to push that card in, it's always going to become side jogged no matter what. Even if you do push it in straight from the middle, it'll always become side jogged because of that hinge move with your middle finger like this. Look, I'll try to do it as straight as I can like this, and it's still going in diagonally. Alright, so you're here, you have all the aces towards the bottom portion of the deck like this, and you want to do that Jerry Andrus diagonal push and move like we talked about with your middle finger wrapped around, and just push them in like this. And so you're at this position right now, but what you want to do is get them straight out. So using your pinky, just do this. Just do that move, just push those in with your pinky from that diagonal position. So you're here with that push in, then take your pinky here, and that just straightens those cards out like this, so they're perfectly aligned with the deck, just like this. Here's that move exposed, so we're here, we're like this, pushing them in, this pinky just grabs onto those, it straightens out like this, as you apparently just square the deck like this, but from the front, it looks perfect. So you're here like this, and it just looks like you're squaring the deck, pushing those aces flush like this, but really you have them all side jogged right here. So now what you do is, since they're towards the bottom, that gives you a lot of leeway to do a swing cut with the upper portion of the deck here. So we're here like this. And here's what I do. I clamp down the deck with my thumb and fingers like this. That way I can get a nice sort of squaring action from the front like this, because I want to put my hand about right here. And so it's not like this, it's more like this. So that's hiding the aces there. So what I want to do now is do a swing cut above those aces. So this is exposed view like this. And simply do that. Just lift up a portion of cards above those aces like this into your hand like this. Now, what you want to do is take this packet and align them with the aces. So you do your swing cut like this, and that packet just gets aligned now with those aces down there, right? So you have a packet now of cards that's aligned underneath with the ace, with those outjogged aces there. So now what you want to do is just strip this packet out with your index finger like this. And that strips the aces free from the deck. And of course, now the aces are on top of the deck. I'll do that one more time, doing it face up this time so we can follow them along. All right, so you put the aces in like this. We do our hinge, side jog, diagonal insertion move like this, right? With your pinky straightening those out. Do the move like this, and then just hold your hand right there. Do your swing cut move here. Align those down there with the aces. Now just all you gotta do is take your index finger from behind and just strip this out like this from the aces, so you can see that packet being removed from the aces, and just put that into your hand like this. Now the aces are on top of the deck. So one more time I'll do this very exposed with a clear deck of cards here so you can see everything very clearly. Okay, so we're here, we outjog the aces towards the bottom of the deck like this. Now we do our insertion move, our diagonal insertion move like this, boom. So we're here, we do that straightening out move with our pinky like that, so they're outjogged. Now simply rub the sides like this and then the front like this to give the impression that we're squaring the deck. Now simply do a swing cut into your hand like this. Align those aces with that bottom portion of the deck like this, right? Just like that. So now we're here with this packet sticking out. Now all we gotta do is take our index finger from behind and simply strip that out from the aces, right? Your thumb holds onto the aces as this is being stripped out like this. Now the aces are on top of the deck. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this video. It truly does mean the world to me. And so if you learned something new and if you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and sub to the channel. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.